Hey YouTube, this is React Packs. I'm Mark.
I'm Rose. I'm Nikki.
And this is Code Geass episode 3. So last time we had the beginnings of Lelouch.
Yes, he presented himself to Clovis.
Clovis von Britannia.
Via Britannia.
Now that he's with him alone, what do you think's happening here? What does he want? He just had them stop shooting up the ghetto.
Yeah, he was saying how everything is going to change now that he's here. So I doubt he's going to kill him.
He kneeled.
Yeah, he's presenting himself like as if, you know, he's working with him in some way. Like, let's chat.
Yeah. Or it was out of, what do you call it? Sarcasm.
Sarcasm is possible.
So maybe I'm thinking he might use his eye thingy to be like, you work for me now.
But it doesn't work forever.
To what extent can you tell somebody to do something?
Yeah. I feel like you could, well, we haven't seen his limit except that they have to be eye to eye. So I can't, I was going to say maybe there isn't a limit as to what, but maybe there is like some sort of like self-defense mechanism that you can't get past. Like mentally. Like there's certain things you can't ask him to do. It's kind of like,
you can't like tell somebody to kill themselves. Just wait.
No, like from My Hero, I forget who controls people. One of those.
There's a brainwashing guy, yeah.
Right, and he can't tell you to do something that you have to think. He can only do things that don't take thinking. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like maybe that would
there's some
be
limitations.
I do not remember that guy.
Yeah, we saw him with a voice modulator, so you could like.
Oh, Mr. Hypnotism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else, guys? Before we get into it?
No.
All right. So, guys, thank you guys very much for being here. If you like time here, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Check out the description for Patreon if you want to see next episode a whole week early or anything else that we've got on there. So, thanks guys again for being here. See you in discussion.
It seems you've forgotten why we were used as tools.
His voice is significantly less impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Oh, dear.
Mother held the title of Knight of Honor, but was a commoner by birth. No doubt the other imperial consorts held her in contempt.
It wasn't me! I swear to you it wasn't!
Then tell me everything you know. The truth cannot be hidden from me any longer. By whose hand was she slain?
My brother, Second Prince Schneisel, and Second Princess Cornelia. They can tell you.
They were at the heart of this?
I swear it wasn't me! I had nothing to do with it!
I believe you. However...
Please, you can't! We may have different mothers, but you and I are still blood!
You can't change the world without getting your hands dirty.
What?
Wake up, Lelouch! I know you were sleeping. Your hands stopped moving.
The music's louder in this version.
Yeah. They almost did. What?
Why would you say that in front of everybody?
Seriously.
So weird.
It's just like the contrast between the chaos and
Yeah.
the whimsical nature of this.
He did?
He did.
He did.
Oh, he's nauseous now. I hope you're not speaking out loud. No, he's speaking out loud.
I just realized what you freaked out. Yeah, same name too.
Yeah.
Really using it liberally, huh?
Yeah.
どうしてテロを？私は日本人だから。ブリタニアは
Mm.
その
Didn't work.
Run!
So suspicious.
He's like, oh no.
私は参謀たちがクロビス殿下の元を離れたのは事実だ。私は本国に戻され責任を問われるだろう。その際皇帝陛下に秘密でこの実験を進めていたことが知られ
Without his knowledge.
早急に準備を進めます。
World War One.
君様は君このより何か怖かったから。
そうかい。ごめん。ちょっと考え事があってさ。
優しい世界でありますよ。
No.
お前の目が見えるようになるからきっとそうなって全くできる未来が限られている。ここでかくまわれていると言っても、アッシュフォード家がいつまで後ろ盾になってくれるか。素性がバレたら、シャビーやリバルたちだって離れるだろうし、行く末は政治の道具か陰謀の餌食だ。
Ticking time bomb.
ナナリーだけでも幸せに過ごせる世界。
この前教えてもらったの。日本の約束の仕方。嘘ついたら。
Remember we saw Gon do that in Trix Hunter?
与えたのは新宿という情報だけだ。しかし、
もし私の正体を知られていたら、
早いうちに処理しない。
Oh no. We want to take care of each other.
Oh no. Absolutely gonna cause a misunderstanding with his girlfriend. 100%.
申し訳ありません。
Oh dear.
ちょっと付き合ってくれないか。話したいことがある。
Most conspicuous way possible.
Right? Right?
誘ってくれる。
We're gonna sick.
While we watch them destroy nightmares.
私たちの決意。だから私は覚えていない。まだそんなつまらぬ言い訳を。他の者にも聞け。証言なら我が身大事か。見苦しい。あなたがこれ以上殿下のおそばにいるのは許さない。
They
Oh, they
attacked,
think he did it.
they attacked their own column.
まあまあ、硬いこと言わないで。
ダメに決まってるでしょ。
Oh, great.
ルネスコ、ナナリーはこっちね。
Oh no.
どうかしました？
What an incredible arch. Nice. So are we gonna have an awkward conversation in here? Probably.
Oh wow, you're right.
Yep.
着替え持ってきたんだけど。
大丈夫。カーテン引いてるから。
It's wide open.
Literally wide open. You couldn't
Why
have
did
said
he
one
have
of the
to carry
girls?
it?
Exactly as planned.
あの日、新宿
My
にいた
goodness.
何のことだ。
とぼけないで。なぜ新宿って言ったの？
新宿だと何か都合が悪いのか。
質問に質問で答えないで。答えはイエスかノー。それ以外は聞きたくない。
Knife.
Wow.
でないと誰か来ちゃうけど。はい。アーチフォード学の生徒会。いや、俺は。君役だ。もしもし。無事だったようだ。気分。
How do you do that?
15日の16時。旧東京タワーの展望室。一人。
He planned for this.
Amazing.
命令を出させたのは。おい、キーナ。
随分そうなお友達。
I mean,
Why
just shaking.
laggy?
あてよ。話だ。ネットでください。
そうなの。私、家にこもりがちだったから。
新宿のことは言わない方がいいっているんだ。君みたいな人にわざと画像とか見せたがるやつらがさ。ところで
I
見
can-
えてるんだけど。
If he's a terrorist, it was all okay.
Yeah.
無事だったようだ。キューバ。
Great job.
お兄様、大変。
なんだ。
クロビス殿下が亡くなったのよ。
殺されたんだってさ。
攻撃された。イレブンとの戦いの中、平和と正義のために
Against the 11th.
されたのだ。我々は悲しみを押してその意志を貫く。
発表によりますと、逮捕されたのは名誉ブリタ
うわ
ニア人です。
They're blaming Suzaku.
Oh no.
容疑者は元イギリス
Slap him for
名
it.
誉ブリタニア人
Suzaku. No.
I forgot to write things.
Poor guy can't get a break.
No.
Discussion.
Discussion.
All right. So, we kind of got a mini little bit of a cat and mouse game started and ended in the same episode
Yeah.
between Callan and Lelouch. When Lelouch accidentally let slip he knew something about Shinjuku.
Shinjuku.
Shinjuku province area.
So we find out that his mother was killed.
By by a brother and
Yeah.
sister
Yeah.
who's related to somehow.
Because his mother was a Britannian, I believe, but
Yeah.
she was a commoner.
Right.
And so they killed her.
She had the title of Knight of
Knight.
Honor.
So something about her position was important to maybe blocking whatever they wanted to do. So they got rid of her.
And the body fell on top of Nunnally, as you could see in the
Yeah.
past. So he saw it all happen.
Yeah.
And Nunnally at that point had her eyes open. It could have been just because she was scared, or it could have been that's the point she lost her sight. Like something happened there, like maybe glass fell in her eyes or something.
They said they made it look like a terrorist attack, which
Yeah.
seems pretty common. The common use is just make it look like someone random did it.
Yeah. And then he killed Clovis.
He
He
capped
actually
Clovis.
did it. Yeah. But notice he was throwing up when he thought about it.
Yeah.
So he didn't quite like have it in him to do it, but he did it.
He pushed himself to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be of the mindset that it's something that has to be done, and even if he's not comfortable with it, he has to do these things.
Right.
He's got a plan, and sometimes he's a part of that plan.
Yeah.
I wrote two things.
Oh, okay.
Right. So we see a bit more of the student council.
Yeah.
To directly contrast what he was doing and then his other like second life
His second
has
life.
begun.
Yeah, we see like this whimsical area. They get all their news through obviously the news, but they get told just one side of the story. But they're living this nice pal's life, and everyone's just living in like a hellscape out there
Yeah.
to support that lifestyle. So that this episode really is layering it on to show you the difference between the two. I already brought up in episode the contrast between the two.
Yeah.
And Millie is the class president, but her grandfather is the principal.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat important information. And Callan is just pretending to be sick so she can get
Yeah.
out of school a lot of days to go
Right.
fight during the resistance.
So I'm trying to think like she was a daughter of Stanfield or something like that.
She's a Stanfield.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if her family knows what she's doing. Like I know that I don't know, but I think her brother is a part of it. Like he was maybe the one calling her and saying it's a good thing you're staying in school or something like that.
No, it was the black-haired guy, and then he was looking at a picture of all of them together, her, him, and the brother.
Okay.
So I'm assuming the brother is a part of this.
Or dead.
Or dead. Was a part of this.
Big piece of information. Lelouch learned he can only use this thing on somebody
Once. Yeah.
Once per person.
Yeah. Or he assumed it's one per person. What if it's just once in a long period of time?
Well, he killed the people the first time. The first time he used it, he's like, kill yourselves, and then they did. And then the girl came in with the nightmare, and then he used it on her.
I know. I'm just saying, what if he can use it that once, and then like a day later you can use it again? That's
on
all
the
I'm
same
saying.
person?
Yeah.
Like it's got a cooldown timer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm assuming because they made him. Oh, I realize that's just it.
Like some facts.
Yeah. So I doubt they'll like go back on it. It's like, wait, I can use it again, unless there's like a weak-minded person that you can use it on twice or something. I don't know.
Callan. He tricked her by planning ahead. He was like, here's your clothes. But he planned for her to be all like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And then he's like, there's somebody on the phone for you. And then she's like, what? It's not him.
Yeah, so he must have told that lady, call in like 5 minutes, and then planned for in 5 minutes to be in the bathroom, expecting to at least be around while the phone call came in.
Yeah. That's why he was leaning on the thing to chat a little bit. And then he was like starting to walk away, but I think he assumed she's probably gonna call him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he quite knew she'd be that aggressive, but yeah, he definitely, that's a long shot plan, but hey, it worked. And also,
Paid off.
now that he's learned he can only use it once on a person, if I were him, I'd be a bit more conservative in who I use. Like, that lady is Nunnally's nanny. Like, that's fairly close to home, you know?
Yeah.
Why not use somebody random, just, hey, you on the street, come here. And
Yeah.
come do this.
Yeah.
Never see that person again, but don't use up someone close to your circle, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you might need it in the future.
But, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And then he finds out, because he didn't know before, he finds out that Suzaku is alive.
Yeah, right.
And
I
going
know
to
this.
jail.
Yeah.
Going for execution.
So I figure he's gonna try and do something about that. The only problem will be like the people around Suzaku might be some of the people that were with Clovis, so he can't use it again on them.
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, he is a chess player. He's learned that he has a very powerful weapon, but he can't over rely on it. So if he's got to plan things, he probably doesn't want to incorporate that more than he needs to. He needs to think around it just in case he ever has run into that duplication thing.
Yeah.
And also we learned that nobody really knows his origin,
True.
and
yeah.
so the Ashcrofts are taking care of him in Nunnally. And he doesn't know for how long that'll last, and so he needs to secure a future for him and his sister before they essentially become political pawns and they don't have their own lives anymore.
Yeah.
So he's racing against the clock already, and now he's playing the most dangerous game.
Yeah, with his life.
And the thing is, he's got a lot riding on it. If he dies, what happens to Nunnally?
Yeah.
She's completely helpless.
Yeah.
So yeah, he can't just throw himself at the wall, so to speak. He's got to protect himself.
Yeah, and he has to be there for her mentally as well, because when he was like after everything happened that night, apparently he didn't go see her, and he was like maybe thinking to himself. He said like he had to think about some things, and that made her very sad or upset. So
She was worried about him.
yeah, that's what I mean. But he's trying to keep her at ease. So he needs to also think about like balancing what like going out and doing things and coming back.
Yeah, he's all she's got.
Yeah.
And he's also got to balance school life.
Right.
He's got to do well in school, and apparently he's somewhat popular.
Right.
So keep up appearances, whereas Callan went the whole "don't talk to me, I'm dead" route.
Oh, that's funny. Basically.
Just in the middle of class, I knew you'd come to me. Like, everyone's like, what the heck is happening? Well, one other interesting thing to note is the knights, they have a lot of autonomy.
Oh, yeah.
They shot up other nightmare frames, went down there, peeled off top of the truck, and took that guy hostage or something. He wasn't even the main suspect, so they did
No.
something.
Yeah.
They took the body, or took him away from the body, something along those lines.
I think he might be saying it wasn't me, it was probably that Britannian.
Oh, so he shifted it off to the Britannian.
That's probably what I'm thinking. Because the night guy seemed pretty convinced that it was him, Mr. General guy.
Yeah.
And we didn't see him be the one to be dragged through the street.
Yeah. They pulled a little switcheroo on us because I was fully expecting him to be the one being paraded down to execution. But no.
I think it would have been bad for the look of the...
Oh my god.
We're almost...
You son.
It's almost over. It's almost over.
Oh no, I forgot what I was going to say.
We're talking about the Knights. And how they...
Oh yeah, I think it was probably because it would look bad on the country if like their general was the one behind it.
Oh, yeah.
It would make them all feel like they can't trust their government, you know? So
Yeah, but how high does this go? Because even in the school, we saw they were talking about superior breed of aristocrats. Like, there's that whole thing of when you hold everybody to a really high standard, even if this class of people are considered way better than everybody else, if you screw up and you're one of those people, you get punished harsher than everyone else. So is that what's happening? Or is it, we protect above the line, so to speak? So I think we'll see a bit more of that in the future.
yeah.
But Suzaku does have the fact he was allowed to fly the Lancelot with him. So yeah. So guys, thank you very much for being here. Guys, if you like time here, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Check the description if you guys want to see our next episode a week ahead. So guys, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
A special thanks to Brian Emeka, Robin, Jesse, Elia, and XXX.